Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is gonna be kind of a twofer. I'm gonna yammer at you a bit about some stuff I've got going on, and I'm going to play with some eyeshadows. I did a video recently about all the eyeshadows I tried so far in 2023. And Nikki Lynn here on the YouTubes has decided once again that she's the boss of me and gave me a list of palettes she wanted to see me use. One of them was the Beauty Bay palette, or the Dark Fantasy by Beauty Bay. So I went on to my videos this morning to see what eyeshadow I had used so I wouldn't do the same look again, because I do tend to like the same colors. Turns out that video was 5 looks in one. So I did use it a lot of times, but only made one video. So there's my old lady memory for you. And then she listed off the Menagerie Sugar High palette, the Batty Bean and Odin's Eye palette, and the Cosmic Bubbles palette from MBA Cosmetics. So I thought, why don't I just bust them all out and do not so much a palette bingo, because I definitely picked the colors to kind of come up with a cohesive color story. So I've got them swatched out on my hand. I think it's going to be super fun. Definitely a bit peacocky. So I thought I would just do this and chat with you a bit and see how it goes. Hopefully you're up for that. If you are and you're not already subscribed to my channel, you could do that now. I upload a whole bunch of videos every single week, and if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new one, and you can choose to watch it or not. It's totally up to you. No pressure from me. Either way, I appreciate you being here. All right, I'm going to zoom you in, throw on some shadow shields, and get this party started. I'm going to start with the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette and this really dark blue shade called Hardcore. That's going to go in my outer corner, in my crease area a tiny bit. I primed my eyes with the Milani eye primer for my lids, and then the Sigma eye base pencil thingy in Ignite for below my brow. And I filled my brow in with my usual brow pencils that I just am trying to use up. That's gorgeous. So what I want to talk to you about is the shenanigans that I have been up to for the past little while. I'm really, really nervous about this because right now it's like Schrodinger's cat. I could be very, very successful, or I could be an epic failure. Right now, it's anybody's guess because not that many people know. I did mention in a video fairly recently about playing Milliner. Now I'm going to go into the Sugar High palette from Menagerie, and I'm going to use Sweet Varieties just to blend out that dark blue. Anyway, I don't know if you know what the term milliner is. It's a phrase from the 1600s that means somebody who trims women's hats, basically adding embellishments and making them look fun and whatever. And I know I told you about doing Herbie's hat, our youngest granddaughter, because it was kind of plain and boring and not worthy of her. So I just decorated it and made it cuter to match some of mine. I did a video a couple whiles back on my hat collection. And I wanted her to have something cute that went with mine because she really, really likes hats. So I did hers. Then I was just kind of messing around. I bought a couple sun hats and I decorated them. And my best friend said, I would love to have a hat done by Jan Van. So I was like, all right, of course, I'll make you a hat. last year I did wreaths around Christmas time, and she said she would like one of those too. And I'm not used to doing anything that anyone would be interested in. I spent my entire life taking care of babies. Mine, my friends, my grandbabies, like that's what I did. I prided myself on being the quintessential 1950s housewife, really. I cooked, I cleaned, I took care of the home and the children, and I felt good about it. Like I was good at it, and I took pride in that. But then the panini hit, and nobody needed me to take care of them, you know? And I didn't know what to do. So I was just like painting my nails and, you know, just random stuff like that. I'm gonna leave that for now and start with some of the shimmers. From the NBA Cosmic Bubbles palette, I'm gonna use Super Bubble, which is a duochrome from like green to blue. I just sweat that a little bit on my Rephr 21. So anyway, after doing Herbie's hat, I made one for my friend Jess, and it turned out I really liked doing it. And I feel like I was pretty good at it. So, you know, I made some for my sister, or I made one for my sister. I made one for all the grandbabies, just, you know, playing and having fun. And I got a message one night from my bestest bestie. Her name is Jess. I call her She-Rock most of the time. She sent me basically a logo for my business. And I was just like, I love that so much. I definitely didn't think I'd ever be starting a business. And I don't know that that's what this is going to be. Right now, I'm just kind of putting it out there, I guess, and seeing what we see. So she did this logo, and I talked to my nephew, who is a wicked tech dude. Like, he's 17, he knows all the techie things, he wants to get into it, like, professionally. So he built me a website. Like, it's my website. The domain name is mine. It's mine, which is so strange. Anyway, it's hats. It's all different kinds of hats. Summer hats, fun hats. I do have one steampunk hat on there because I did one for Mike and it came out really good. Like, my daughter was like, wow, that looks like it could actually be professional, like you would buy at a steampunk venue. Oh, I'm going in with the Baddie Bean palette now in the shade Fauna, which is another like duo multi-chrome. So once his came out pretty good, I thought, well, I could maybe do another one. So I did, and I like how that one came out as well. So all that to say, I have a website and I'm selling hats. Right now, there's 33 on there, and I made 5, 6, 7 or 8 in the last 2 days, and I'll make more today. So I add hats several days a week to the website, and I can kind of do like custom orders to a degree. The main focus of this business, or whatever you want to call it, is being able to provide something that I genuinely love. Like, I love, love, love hats. But they are expensive. Like, really expensive. The two, like, fancy fun ones Mike bought me, he happened to get on sale because they were discontinuing them. They were buy one, get one half off. They were $60 a piece. Like, that's so expensive. And, I mean, if they weren't on sale, I sure as heck wouldn't have had one, because that's so much money to spend on a hat. So my goal is to keep the cost down to like the bare minimum. So at this point, I'm just charging enough to repurchase hat making supplies. I'm not making any money off of it. I don't want to make money off of people who are going to support me in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to Dallas about it, and he said, Mama, you got to have like 100 hats because all of your YouTube friends are going to want to buy one just to support you. And that's not the case. Please, please, please don't feel any kind of pressure about purchasing a hat. But the point is, I'm keeping the price down so low that I'm really just charging for the supplies so I can restock and shipping. I don't have a lot of money, so I can't afford to pay for shipping. Otherwise, I would be sending these hats out to everybody for free. That's how much I love them. And not everyone loves hats, and that's totally fine. It's definitely, you know, nobody loves all the same things. But I feel like if I can, I want to keep it super simple. So basically the website has 3 pages. It has a home page, a gallery page, and a shop page. The home page is just like a little blurb about me that my nephew and my sister wrote. The gallery page is hats I've done that aren't available, but can kind of show like a few that I've done. And then there's the shopping page, which has all the hats that are available. There's no way to buy directly from the website, mostly because I have no idea how to do that. I have PayPal and I have Venmo. So if you click on the button that says contact, it brings you directly to an email that you can send to me at my email address. So it's like, it's definitely legitimate, but I want to keep it really simple. So as I can just do the hats and hopefully provide them at a really affordable price. So yeah, that's that. I don't know if I'm hitting all of the points or if I'm missing things. I'm really excited about it, and I have so much fun doing the hats and designing them. And I'm not an artist. I'm not trained. I have zero anything really. I just bought a bunch of bits and bobs to put on hats and make them fun. So yeah, that's that. So basically, if anyone wanted to purchase, they click on the button and you can fill out the email and send it to me. And then, because I haven't done this yet, I'm assuming I would email you back with the payment information, like Venmo or PayPal. I probably should do a practice run. And then obviously I would have to add in shipping. So shipping out a large hat is around $11, depending on how heavy it is. So I feel like it's going to be anywhere from like $7 to $11 in shipping, which is a lot. $11 is actually almost half the price of some of the hats. I've got a few baby hats. I've got right now just one like child size hat, because I don't know how much people will want a hat, but the kids' hats are definitely more affordable because I assume a kid is just going to break them. And nobody wants to pay a lot of money for something that's gonna get busted. So for my lower lash line, I'm gonna use the shade from the Dark Fantasy palette called Source. It's just that really pretty blue. And then for the inner half of my lower lash line, we're gonna use the Sugar High palette and the shade Sugary Sweet right there. So I don't know if I'm forgetting anything or what. And again, like just zero pressure from me about having, you know, like buying anything or anything like that. I don't want it to be weird, but I wanted to tell you because I feel like we're friends, like actually friends, which is really cool for me. So I wanted to share the news with you. I'm going to probably create some kind of Instagram account or something to spread the word. I've been asked a lot if I'm going to put it on Etsy, and I'm not. I have a couple of friends who have Etsy businesses, and from what I understand, Etsy's not very good to sellers on there. And I don't want to get into something that I'm not going to like. You know what I mean? Like, this is a fun thing for me. And if it becomes unfun, I will probably stop doing it. Because this isn't like, I don't know. Right now, I'm looking at it like it's a hobby, kind of like YouTube. I can't imagine that I will be very successful. But on the off chance that I am, I'm excited about it. And if it's an epic failure, I was talking to my sister and I said, you know, what if it's an epic failure? Like, I've currently sold, I think, 8 hats locally to friends, family, neighbors, you know, whatever. So we were talking about, like, you know, what if it's an epic failure? And she said, then everybody you love are going to have amazing hats. And I was just like, oh, that's fair. I do tend to push things that I love onto the people that I love. So we'll see. Like, I want to be successful and I want people to love it. But my self-worth and my happiness isn't solely resting on this. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's huge and amazing and important to me, for sure. Like, I've never done anything. I never imagined I'd ever do anything besides take care of kids. I mean, starting this YouTube channel, anybody who knows me in real life would have bet anything I would never do anything like this, because I don't want to be all me. But I love makeup and I love hanging out here. And I love hats. So I don't know if any of this was coherent. I'm so nervous about putting it out there. Let me go do the rest of my face and I'll come back and show you the final look and we can wrap this up. All right, I'm back and that's the look done. Hopefully it looks okay. I had a lot of fun doing this, even though I was super distracted. Also, I should probably mention the name of my shenanigans, we're going to call it shenanigans for now, is Black Heart Design, and the website is blackheartdesign.org. I'll link my website in the description box in case you want to take a reconnoiter. Like I said, absolutely no pressure. Please do not feel like you have to support this. There's no pressure for me. I'm just really excited about it and I wanted to share it with you. Now, I'm not saying if you want to support me, if you want to buy a hat, that you shouldn't, because you totally should. Hats for everybody. But don't feel like you have to. If hats aren't your thing, that's totally fine. It would be cool though if you took a look at it and let me know what you think of some of my designs and whatever. I don't know. This is so weird. I'm so nervous. What if it's like awful and everybody hates it? And I don't know. But hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate hanging out with me. I have to go. I'm just, I'm a wreck. Be good and remember to be kind to you.